Welcome to the Accomplish More podcast, created specifically for the small business owner who doesn't think small. I'm your host, Gayla Scrivener. This show is where you'll learn practical ideas, hints, tips, and tricks to help you grow your small business where you can leverage your time and to accomplish more. Welcome! I'm glad you're here today for the Accomplish More podcast. I'm Gayla Scrivener, your host, and lately I've had several social media questions come my way. So I thought I'd dedicate a few episodes to go over several social media subjects. Today, what comes to mind is about Facebook and why I think every business should have a Facebook business page. There's a lot of frustration and heartache when it comes to the subject of the reach we businesses have and that Facebook awards us. Facebook always seems to be changing its algorithms, and the only way to get exposure seems to be to pay for ads. It leads people to wonder why they should even have a Facebook page. Today, I thought I'd share some of my thoughts and experiences that I've had with Facebook. If you already have a Facebook page but aren't actively posting to it, or maybe you haven't even started one for your business yet, please listen further. Even if you are actively using Facebook in your business and wonder if it's even worth it, I think you'll get a lot out of this episode. So let's dig a little deeper as to why a Facebook business page is important for your business. Probably the number one reason to have a Facebook page is the massiveness of Facebook. It is by far the largest social media platform out there with over 2.2 billion active users. That's right, billion. That far surpasses any other social platform. YouTube comes in second at 1.5 billion active users. The numbers are crazy huge. So you may wonder why you should go swim in such a big pond. Why not choose something different where there's not so much competition? Well, I think we all, as small business owners, should have a presence on Facebook because of the big numbers. The entry fee to play in the Facebook pool is absolutely zero. There is no cost to create an account. Being there should be a no-brainer. But everyone's strategy may be different. Let's talk just a bit about a personal profile versus a business page. First of all, you must have a personal profile in order to create a business page. You, on a personal level, may not be interested in even browsing and engaging in social media. But that doesn't mean that your business shouldn't be present and engaged on social. The thing about a business Facebook page is that you will appear in search results regardless of whether a person is logged into Facebook or not. It will show up in the search results even for folks who don't have a Facebook account. If you are using your personal profile exclusively to get the word out about your business, then you're missing a huge opportunity. Our personal profiles will not show up in search engines outside of Facebook. The only time you can connect with a personal profile is if you are logged into your own Facebook account. Why would you want to miss this opportunity to be available to potential customers by not being in the search results outside of Facebook? You probably have a website and believe that's good enough, but Facebook gives another SEO opportunity. But don't just use Facebook as your website exclusively. Some small businesses do that, and you really shouldn't put all your eggs in the Facebook basket. You need your own website, but that's another subject entirely for another day. Getting back to being found on search engines outside of Facebook. A few months back, I had a conversation with my brother. I had no idea how strongly against social media he was. I mean, at any mention of social media, his voice would get a little elevated and passionate at how evil it is. I listened to quite a dissertation of his distaste for social media. I knew he didn't want to be active in social media, but it wasn't until that moment that I understood how much against it he was. During our discussion, I discovered something very interesting. I discovered that he did use social media, even if he wasn't an active user. What I discovered is that he would find out about contests or do searches for contests from his favorite companies. He would get onto the company's business Facebook page to get the details of what he needed to enter that contest and researching about the business of whom he wanted to purchase products from, and he would use their Facebook to gather that information. In that discussion that day, I was not there to convince him of anything. I wasn't there to change his mind about social media. He didn't have to have an account. It wasn't a place he wanted to hang out in. But what became perfectly clear to me and what reaffirmed my belief that all businesses should have a Facebook page is that our presence on Facebook paints a picture and helps everyone, whether they have a registered Facebook account or not. So far, we've talked about 3 main reasons to have a Facebook page. Number 1, 2.2 billion users. Big pool, big opportunity. Reason number 2, a Facebook page will come up in search results outside of being logged into Facebook. And reason number 3, it's free to set up. With that said, you may already have your Facebook page set up. Maybe you set it up long ago. Maybe you didn't know how to set one up, so you had someone else set one up for you. Got a question for you though. How active are you in posting content to your page? It's not enough to just have a page, but you need to have regular content posts. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to who tell me that they have had someone else set up their Facebook page and they have had no idea what to do next. It's been inactive for months or maybe even years. To really get in touch with your customers and prospects, you have to be present. To be present, you must, at a minimum, post content on a regular and consistent basis. You've got to at least show up for people to even react, share, or comment on anything you have to offer. Again, I'm going to say it takes regular and consistent posts. Sometimes you may not even know what to post. You're not alone. At first, when you are new at doing it, you just wing it. You may get ideas for what you want to post from your peers, but don't make it harder than it should be. Start posting consistently. Get that down first. Soon, you'll see how your audience reacts to the different posts. And don't be discouraged if you don't think you're not getting any traction, especially at first. Building relationships takes time. Learning what your audience likes and reacts to, it takes time. Now that brings me to the 4th reason you should definitely have a Facebook page. The data. Once you start posting on a consistent basis, Facebook gathers statistics for you, called insights. You are able to learn more about your audience so you can serve them better. You'll get a better understanding what they like and don't like, and you can communicate better to resonate with your target audience. This is a great advantage when you are ready to actually spend money on Facebook ads. Before investing in ads, wouldn't it be better to know about your audience? Many new business owners feel lost as to who their audience really is. Engaging in social media helps you to get a better understanding of your audience as you grow your audience. Also, when you have consistent Facebook posts, it will complement your paid advertising. I was just scrolling through my Facebook feed and saw a sponsored ad for Converse. Now, I don't follow their page, but I got that sponsored ad that came up in the news feed. I clicked to look at their page. They have consistent posts. It gave me a better picture of their company, and it shows that they're active. Now, their posts weren't every single day, but they were frequent and they were consistent. You can develop your own posting strategy, whether it is once a day, 3 times a week, or whatever. The main thing at first is to get something going on a consistent basis. The fact that I'm telling you to post consistently overwhelms many people, especially when they feel they aren't tech savvy and just want to throw their hands up and say, hey, I just can't do it. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can do it. You don't have to make it harder than it should be. Now, you may feel like you don't want to get into your Facebook account every day or even every other day and try to think of something to post. It's too cumbersome. And what's worse, you may get stuck into scrolling down the newsfeed and feel like you're just wasting your time. Here's the Accomplish More tip for today. If you don't want to be distracted with social media posts on a daily basis, schedule your post for the entire week, or even longer than that if you're feeling feisty. Start out by carving out 1 hour once a week on your calendar for your Facebook posts. Actually, you need to make an appointment on your calendar and be sure to keep it. Decide on how many posts you want within a week. Is it 3? Maybe it's 5. Or maybe you want 1 post a day. That's only 7 posts. See, we are chunking things down here. Then sit down at your computer or on your phone and bring up your Facebook business page. Write your first post, but instead of hitting the little publish button, you'll see a little upside down triangle beside that publish button. When you click on that, you'll see the option to schedule the post. Select schedule and select the day and time you want to publish the post. If you go over to the show notes for this episode at scrivenersolutions.com/32, you'll find a link to a video showing you exactly how to schedule a post on Facebook. And if you are just beginning, don't get caught up in thinking what day and time is best to post. Just begin posting consistently. Going through this process of scheduling all your posts for the week will make you more efficient, but it'll also give you time to think about your business and how you want to shape your branding through social media. You learn the system and you learn to become more aware about yourself and your audience. Once you get the hang of being consistent, you'll have a better understanding of how you'll want to invest in paying for ads in the future. Also, going through this process will help you with posting to other social accounts. I want to say to you that you shouldn't be active in all social accounts or social platforms. You'll need to limit your presence in the social platforms to maintain efficiency, and I'd have to say to maintain your sanity too. But you may say that you just don't have time to mess with Facebook or social media of any kind for that matter. Well, I can relate. My schedule is full, but I went through this exercise of doing my own posts and made it a priority, mainly to get me thinking more clearly about my strategy so I could hand off the task. I soon delegated the task to Sharon. I knew what frequency I wanted the posts to appear. I hired her as the Scrivener Solutions social media virtual assistant. Over time, as we had regular conversations, she would just know what was coming up in the future and know me as an individual, and I can rely on her to have that voice for the company. She, in essence, is the social ghostwriter for our company. What this has done for me is to release myself of doing the actual weekly posts, but then I shift my focus on how the posts are doing. We discuss and make adjustments. And since I'm not worried about the posting, I can be free to engage and react to other posts in my personal profile account when I want to. I can also shift focus in reacting to posts as my business page. I've also asked Sharon to represent our company in reacting to other business page posts that are in alignment with our beliefs. There are a ton of options of getting help in doing your social media posts. You don't have to have a huge budget to get help. What I personally like about going through the process of scheduling your own posts first is that you will have a better idea of how you want to delegate. If you have people already on staff that can help, consider building it into their routine. There's nothing wrong with the smallest of businesses to have a PR person. If you are a business of one, consider outsourcing the task to a virtual assistant so that your time will be freed up for other tasks. Working with a VA on one task at a time will free up your time, allow them to get to know you better, and making you both more efficient in the long run. I'll have to say, don't just delegate your social media posts and then forget about it. Whomever you delegate to, you must be in communication with them. Make a regular schedule to talk with your VA or whomever you've delegated the task to. You need to share what's coming up in the future, what posts you liked, and what posts you'd like to see more of, and also what you'd like to see improvement on. Communication is so important when you delegate anything. Remember, whatever your comfort level with technology is, you can have a better understanding of your social presence and plan and strategize better. If you are one that is intimidated by all that I went over today, or your head is swimming as to where to start, that's where the Accomplish More Academy can help. The Accomplish More Academy is a community of your peers who may struggle or are overwhelmed by everything that they must do to run their small business. We break things down into small chunks and talk about the subjects to help you develop processes and to gain the confidence to overcome your tech fears. Knowing enough about the tech and taking the mystery out of how things work will give you the confidence to know whether you'd like to invest in delegating the task or to keep it for yourself. Through coaching, tutorials, and feedback, you'll overcome your fears and apprehensions. You'll be better organized and more efficient using many of the free and cost-effective tools that are right at your fingertips. I encourage you to go over to scrivenersolutions.com/academy to learn more. We are enrolling now with special introductory rates for the first 25 enrollees. You'll be grandfathered in for that special rate for as long as you're a member. Again, go over to scrivenersolutions.com/academy to check out all the details. That's SCRIVENER solutions.com/academy. If you're just interested in my Facebook business page basics workshop, then all you have to do is go over to scrivenersolutions.com/FB for Facebook. All these links I've mentioned are in the show notes. Just hop over to scrivenersolutions.com/32 and there are the quick links. We've just touched on the surface today about why your business needs a Facebook page. There are other reasons as well, and your strategy for posts may be different than others around you, but having a presence on Facebook is super worth it. Thanks for joining me today, and until next time, have a fantastic week.